Now he's going at it with Newsom. Did you see the new lawsuit yesterday against California?
Well, he filed a lawsuit against
No,
Newsom?
it wasn't. That one was a Title VI one. That was different. But Newsom filed one against Trump a few weeks ago, right?
I did see that. I'm like two minds about it because one, I think it's good. We got to fight fire with fire. I think it was smart that what he did was he sued Trump for the same amount that Fox lost against Dominion for lying about the election. It's the same amount he's suing Trump. I think he's suing Trump and Fox, actually. And so I think that's smart that he's fighting fire with fire. But I also think it's also putting us closer to this edge of like the First Amendment becoming this thing that maybe we don't hold up as an ideal. Because the more and more we start to whittle away at it, it becomes an issue with whether or not we can actually say things without fear of repercussion from the government or from people within the government.
So you're big on free speech.
Yeah, I have to be.
Nice.
Because the stuff I say on YouTube, I don't want to get smacked with a lawsuit, but I also don't want the government telling me what I can and can't say.
Respect.
Yeah.
So when Elon bought X, were you pretty excited about that?
I was not actually, because the right has bastardized the meaning of the First Amendment. What they mean is we want to be able to say whatever we want to say, and we want to be able to tell you what you can and can't say. So I am all about people being able to say whatever they want. I think that companies should be able to regulate what people say on their platforms or within their companies, and that's within their jurisdiction. I am so against the government telling us what we can and can't say. So that's where I draw the line. But I don't think Elon Musk is a free speech warrior, because he has also, it's been shown that he has deprioritized certain people on his platform who have critiqued him.
Yes, he's debadged people on the right too.
Yeah, like Laura Loomer. You can actually see her engagement when she started to attack Elon and then eventually went back up when they made good. But that's not free speech. That's not free speech.
Have you faced any social media censorship on any platforms?
So on X, if you see my if you see my my analytics post election, it was a huge drop off. And then within the past month, I'm back in the algorithm. I don't know what happened. I don't think Elon was like, "Oh, I'm going to go after Keith Edwards." I'm not that. I don't have the big of a head, but definitely there was something that happened, and there has been a change.
There was a lot of censorship during the pandemic, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was not as online at that point, but I do think that, so I don't think the government should tell us what we should and should not say, but I do think that at a time when there was a pandemic, it was probably in the interest of our country that we were a little bit more stringent with what social media platforms could spread.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of misinformation at that time. And so I think that was like rightfully so, that platforms were just trying to do the best they could to stop people from dying.
Yeah. The vaccine was definitely one of them. The 2020 election was another one they were censoring. And
yeah.
I guess time will tell whether both of those are conspiracies or if they end up being true. We'll see.
Well, the 2020 election?
Yeah.
The conspiracy? Like what? Like that Trump
Like that it was
won?
stolen.
Do you think that?
I don't have enough evidence at the moment, so I'll lean towards no.
Well, I got to tell you, I don't even know how many judges have reviewed evidence from Trump and his team. It has to be at least 60. Many of whom the judges that Trump got into the judgeship, and they all said there's nothing here. All of them.
That is a lot.
So if there's any there, they've had more than enough time, money to show us. And
all right, guys, Sean Kelly here, host of the Digital Social Hour podcast. Just filmed 33 amazing episodes at Student Action Summit. Shout out to Code Health, sponsor these episodes, but also I took them before filming each day. Felt amazing. Just filmed 20 episodes straight, and I'm not even tired, honestly. Much like this, where it's just based off, the codes that are in the saline solution. Code Health has been awesome.
Feel the drop and then go code yourself.
so far, they haven't come up with anything. So, with that being as it may, Donald Trump, the only person who tried to steal an election that we actually know of was Donald Trump.
Fair point. What about the Russia stuff?
What about the Russia stuff?
Well, they were painting that he was like working with them and then doing all these investigations, and now it just got released a few days ago that the former CIA guy is being criminally investigated by the FBI now.
For what?
I got to look up the exact charge, but it was criminal investigation.
Well, I think so. That the FBI just said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the FBI is doing that because they want to do anything they can to like change the narrative against Epstein. So I don't know if there's any there for that as well, but I do think that.
Yeah. Sorry. So James Comey.
Yeah.
And John Brennan are currently under criminal investigation by the Department of Justice.
Yeah. Well, also you can investigate anyone. It doesn't mean they're going to find anything.
But it specifically says connected to the Trump-Russia probe. So
sure. Well, I would be interested to know what they think the crime was. You know, I do think that James Comey he's not my favorite person, but there was certainly something worth investigating around Russia. I don't know the specifics around it, but I do know that Mueller, who is a Republican through and through, even said that though they couldn't find anything, they also could not rule it out. That was the finding. Now, Bill Barr, when all that stuff came out, actually got ahead of it to say that there was no wrongdoing, no whatever. But if you actually look at the report, it's less definitive.
Okay. The Epstein stuff, obviously, you probably made a few videos on this already, but where do you side on?
I think it's amazing. I think it's awful. Epstein's awful, but I think to me, what MAGA has done is they created this monster. They created this fairy tale around Epstein and how Donald Trump is this white knight who's going to come in and expose the pedophiles that Jeffrey Epstein has shielded, who the FBI and Joe Biden and the deep state has shielded from prosecution. And it's a lot different. Republicans know this, but it's a lot different to be on the outside demanding the powerful to do something than it is to be the powerful and to get it done. And so they created this false narrative, and they really aggravated the conspiracy theorists to a point where they are now just like foaming at the mouth for a list. And Pam Bondi, stupid enough, was like, the list is on my desk. And Kash Patel, I think a year before he got into this seat, said that if the second he gets in, he's going to release it, you know? But now that they're in there, and I am sure because Donald Trump is in some way implicated in these files, they're not releasing it. And what's interesting to me is more than anything else that Donald Trump has done, cutting Medicaid, tariffs that are a tax and inflationary on the American people, trying to steal an election, more than any of that stuff, this is the thing that has created a divide and has actually really separated him from his base. And that is the thing with that is the danger in engaging in conspiracy theories, is that eventually you got to put up or shut up. And I really think there is something there. I do think there's something in the files, at least from what I understand and what I read. There are definitely powerful people in there who are not being exposed for whatever reason. And my question is Donald Trump one of them? Probably.
Definitely a possibility. But you're right. This has divided the right more than anything I've seen.
Which is insane.
Yeah, more than tariffs, more than wars, more than Israel.
I think Pam Bondi will stop being attorney general because of it.
It's looking bad for her. People are wanting answers.
If you look at her social media, it's just nonstop attacks.
Oh, in the comments?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, she said it. It's not like...
Well, did you hear her cover up?
No.
Or her cleanup? She was like, well, what I meant was, what they said is, are those files on your desk? And I said, yes, all of the files are on my desk, not the client list. And it's like, come on. And the thing is Republicans all think they have the juice. They think they can do the thing Trump does, which is just lie and bloviate. And they can't. Pam Bondi tried doing the thing where she was like, well, this is what I really meant. And it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
People want the superpower.
People want the truth these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the Iran bombing would be the most dividing incident. And then this happened the next week.
And interestingly, and I'm not upset about this, Donald Trump has said that he wants to help Ukraine defend itself. That's also another thing the right is very upset about. It just feels like a bizarre world that these are the things that they're upset about when like Ukraine, who is a country that was invaded by another country, of course, should be able to defend itself. It's a democracy. They elect their leaders. And for the United States to not help them, I think was abhorrent. And I don't know what Trump did to get to that point, but I'm glad he's there.
Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode.